stood on its ear last week on this Impact broadcast when the NWA DOA made wrestling history.
I can't tell you how many people have come up to me and said, Don, is it really real? Is every match going to be in the cage? It's a wrestler's fan dream come true. But yes, it's happening at Lockdown April 24th.
And one of the incredible matches at Lockdown, inside the 6 Sides of Steel, will be an X Division X-Skate match. We just saw the entrance of Michael Shane. Here comes Kid Kash accompanied by Lance Hoyt. They are two of the individuals who will be involved in the X Division Escape, as well as this man, former X Division title holder, Chris Sabin.
Think about it. Former X Division champion, Kid Kash, Chris Sabin, Michael Shane, with the sensation from Mexico, Shocker, all inside the steel cage. But unlike other matches, this one won't be for $10 submission. It'll be the last man left in the cage losing. It's called escape, and you find your way out of the cage.
You're right, Don. You win by escaping the 6 Sides of Steel. The last man left inside the cage is the loser of that bout. April 24, Lockdown, the historic pay-per-view for TNA. How about this? Let's kick things off on Impact with a 6-man tag team matchup.
I'll tell you what, this gives us great feelings of last week's Impact because we saw an unbelievable match between Michael Shane and Chris Sabin to start the show last week. And who can forget that brawl at the end of Impact right before we saw Kevin Nash exacting a little revenge on Candido and the Naturals. That brawl taking place between Apolo, Sonny, Siaki, Kid Kash, and Lance Hoyt.
Every TNA broadcast, be it Impact here on FSN or our big Sunday 3-hour pay-per-view events, available with both English or Spanish commentary. You're right, Don. Incredible Impact broadcast last week. We saw Michael Shane against Chris Sabin. We also saw that matchup with Kid Kash involved, and then that wild brawl at the conclusion of that bout involving all 4 men.
I'll tell you what, when you look at Apollo and Sonny Siaki, you're seeing a very unique tag team. I'm really liking these guys together, and of course throwing in Chris Sabin in the mix can never do any harm, but Apollo and Siaki, almost like mirrored image of each other physically. They're both big, strong, powerful, and athletic. Sonny Siaki, also a former X Division champion.
Interesting to note that it was a tag team that was formed after a match between the two because of the mutual respect between the two.
Well, they're both classy. I mean, one thing Sonny Siaki's never been accused of was being without class. I mean, this is a guy that has always shown himself admirably in NWA TNA, and with his size and his skill and his agility, I still think he might be a future heavyweight champion one day. And Apollo, well, we know what he did in Puerto Rico, and now he's bringing it here to TNA.
When we see Chris Sabin drop down to the arena floor, this is his tag team partner, Big Lance Hoyt, confronting him and asking him about leaving the ring area and not wanting to have the confrontation with Chris Sabin. Drop toe hold by Sabin, takes Kash down to the mat.
Well, that's got to be tough for Michael Shane because Lance Hoyt and Kid Kash know each other like the back of their hands. I mean, they've been a tag team for such a long time. Hey, they're former tag team champions.
2 times.
And when you think about their chemistry and then Michael Shane thrown in the mix, well, you know how Kid Kash is. He doesn't respect anybody. A beautiful drop kick by Chris Sabin. And he doesn't like any change either. So we'll see how this matches.
Sabin in control. The deep arm drag leads to the tag to his tag team partner, Sonny Siaki. Kash shot up.
Whoa!
How's that?
Teamwork right there.
They're on the same page.
Again, just one right after another.
Michael Shane down, and then the arm drag for Kid Kash as Siaki is now the legal man after being tagged in.
I mean, look at that physical specimen that Sonny Siaki is right there. I mean, you just see muscles on top of muscles. This guy, just good to see him back with all. But you know what? If you're Kid Kash, you take every shortcut you can. Poke him in the eyes. And now the tag is in.
That's why he's called the notorious KID, because he's notorious for moves just like that. Siaki, drop kick on target. Right hand to the side of the head of Michael Shane. Rocks it. Now going to shoot him off into the ropes. He telegraphed the back body drop, and that really hurt him.
Well, Michael Shane took advantage of it. Oh, what a great move by Siaki. Look at that power. I thought he had the pin.
powered him down to the canvas, went for the pin attempt, had the cover on Shane. Michael Shane able to power out at 2. Watch Siaki now spring off the ropes, and as he tries to, Kid Kash caught him with a well-placed knee.
Look at that right, though, as he just sends Kash reeling. Oh, but Lance Hoyt takes the cheap shot. Siaki goes down.
He just drilled him.
Yes, he did.
He leveled it, took him right down to the canvas, and now you see the tag in to the new legal man, Big Lance, and Lance Hoyt. Series of shots, right hand to the side of the head, and then rocked him with a big one to the top of the head.
Well, you can see the size and the power of Lance Hoyt. I mean, Sonny Siaki's a big guy, and Lance Hoyt dwarfs him.
Hold that thought, Don. We're going to take a commercial break. Or six-man tag action when we return on Impact. Yet to come this week on Impact, it's the Outlaw and the Alpha Male versus DDP and Sean Waltman. Check this out.
You gotta be kidding! Oh, but wow! You can feel the building shake.
I mean, God, he's 6'9", 300 pounds off the top rope with the moonsault. Fortunately for Siaki, he did not connect.
Thank goodness he got out of the way in time, or that would have been lights out for anybody. I don't care. You can hit from that kind of a distance.
We will be joined by the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, Jarrett, for that main event match. Jarrett really thought that he had struck first, but Kevin Nash had an answer for him last week.
Well, you saw Kevin Nash, if he got payback at Chris Candido, I mean, he just beat him to a pulp. And then when Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens came in, he absolutely let them have it too, as Kevin Nash has been planning that. Kevin Nash got the last word last week.
Fox box at the top of the screen indicating the time remaining in this 10-minute time limit match as we go under 2 minutes. We do
Look at this! Look at this! What in the world? Showing his agility right there. I mean, coming from Apolo, that's incredible.
No draws on Impact. Our judge Larry Zbyszko to render a decision. If this goes through the 10 minutes, Apollo from behind by Lance Hoyt.
Oh, now look at the power right here. He is in no man's land. Oh, as he slams him, and Kid Kash going for the frog splash.
What teamwork! Sit out, power bomb, follow up, frog splash, and Kash and company gain the victory. Wow! Have to admit, impressive way to kick off Impact. Michael Shane, that man, Kid Kash, and Big Lance Hoyt score the victory.
Unbelievable combination right there, as again you can see the chemistry between Kid Kash and Lance Hoyt is just phenomenal. And when they do that double combo right there, it doesn't matter. It's lights out.
Hello once again, everyone, from ringside. Mike Tenay, joined by Don West. And Don, it was last week on Impact when Dusty Rhodes made wrestling history, announcing that every match at
Every match.
every bout, top to bottom on that card, Sunday, April